welcome back, folks. In studio with me, Jonathan Avalt, False Bay Rugby head coach. Jono, I suppose it's not just in Western Province that rugby is active. We're seeing it across the country as well. The Currie Cup's playing, the Stormers are playing, the Under-20s are playing, the Varsity Cup is playing. Are we back? Is there a feeling that rugby is back?
Has to be, JP. There's Currie Cup Div 1 on the go as well. So there's most certainly, I can't, barring another COVID 2.0, 3.0 or something from above that's going to come down and test us and challenge us once again.
But from a Gears point of view?
From a Gears point of view, rugby is here. It's here to stay.
Yeah.
And again, best of luck to all the teams competing in this year, 2022.
Yeah.
Let's make it one to remember. I'm sure everyone will remember the COVID years, and everyone will remember this year straight after COVID. So let's make it a memorable one.
Yeah, no, we're super excited. Of course, to keep it all on track behind the scenes, we need administrators, coaches and managers and physios and so on, and of course referees. Of course, folks, I'll also take this opportunity to remind you that if you're from a club, you need to nominate some members from your club structure to join in and be a standby referee for Western Province Rugby. You don't want to find during the season that you're under pressure to supply officials. And right now, Western Province Rugby are recruiting referees. So reach out to them. Send somebody from your club. And if you haven't thought about it before, it's a fantastic way to stay involved in the game. It really is. It really is a great... in fact, as you'll see in the clip here, I went down to the Brackenfell Primary School on Monday, where the Western Province Rugby Referee Society had their kit handover. We managed to catch up with the guys behind the scenes, not only for the kit handover, but also for some of their strategic sessions. Let's take a look what happened.
So today's basically just getting a new kit today. Good, nice outsurance kit. So it looks, I'm really excited for the season. It feels quite nice and tight. So yeah, I'm really excited. And kit feels good, new kit, and yeah, that's about it today. I started refereeing about 3 years ago, but obviously I haven't got enough, quite a lot of referee time because of COVID. So that is basically my first real season. I'm giving it my all. So yeah, it's basically my first season. I've been in the game for about 3 years, but my first real season, yeah. Oh yeah, it gets quite tough, but I learned through the experience how to knock off that, to get tougher mentally. So yeah, sometimes it is a bit tough mentally, but I've learned to knock it off, and once walking off the field, just to leave it on the field, and yeah, that's just mental toughness. That's what it takes, I guess. No, 100%. I feel quite confident and prepared. Do about 3 sessions a week with my mentor, where I go through how I can improve, and each week I just continue to improve and become a better referee. That's why I feel quite confident, and I am looking forward to the season ahead.
Vandaag het ons die kit oorhandig, die society kit oorhandig aan die referees, en dit is 'n goeie ding om almal bymekaar te hê en net almal saam as een te lyk. Dit lyk goed, want ek moet sê Sarah employ baie dinge in die refereeing. So ons vat daai wat ons van Sarah afkry en dan bring ons dit terug na die clubs en die referees toe. Ons is reg vir die seisoen. Ek sê almal is excited na COVID wat ons gehad het, dat ons nie rugby gehad het nie. En almal is hier om net weer terug te kom en net terug in die system te kom. So is goed om die referees te sien en net excited te wees vir die seisoen.
So today we got together, first time we got all the boys together for the season. We've had a lot of club friendlies, but today specifically the focus was on handing over the new Outsurance kit. Outsurance, the new sponsor for all the referee societies in the country. So this is good news for all of rugby refereeing across the country. So today was about handing that over, but also giving the guys a little bit of some of the feedback of the strategic planning that we had with regards to what the future plans are with the society, as well as focusing on SA Rugby, their focus for the year with regards to the law interpretation of the game and how to do that kind of stuff. So yeah, and then obviously, as you can hear, there's a big hype about the new kit that the guys received. It's your sponsorship makes up your kit. It's like I think sometimes people think if they sponsor you money, you use it for other stuff, but kit and this couldn't have come at a better time, especially after COVID. You know, we've had 2 years of no rugby. This is fantastic for rugby refereeing, and I can see the guys already looking very proud in how they wear the kit with the photos that they've taken. So I'm looking forward to see how they perform. I think it will definitely contribute to their performance on the field. Yeah, I mean, Ben Tron, as you know, is retired from Western Province Rugby Union, but he's still heading up that department for us with the junior referees. And there's a huge interest on the side of the school children. They want to become referees, and I think this whole kit thing is also going to contribute to that. Kids, they'll see this new stuff and they will probably want to be part of it. This last Saturday we had quite a few of these young junior referees helping out at Brackenfell and at Wynberg, where they were being assistant referees for our senior referees, and I was really impressed with what they had to offer. So I'm looking forward to, I know there's another course coming up in the next couple of days, so I'm looking forward to be engaging with the new group of junior referees. We've worked through the union and we've asked, listen, we need referees. We're really short on referees, right? We have about 120 active referees. We need 450 referees on a Saturday to service every part of the game. That's schools, clubs, everybody. So I know that I've heard that the union is working on asking clubs about bringing people on board. We've tried this again in 2019 as well, and I'm really hoping it'll take off this year, because we are willing from our side to train the guys, make them the referees, you know, give them all the skills and all of that. But we really need them to be there for, you know, you've got crucial games, and then suddenly you only have a first team ref, you don't have a second or a third team ref. We at the moment are only appointing first and second team refs. So if the club has a guy, then that guy could do the third team. You know what? People ask me the question all the time, why do you want to become a ref? Why are you a ref? I think it's the closest you can come to the game. You know, people love watching the game, but when you're in there, you are right there where the action happens, and it really it brings out your skill set. I've seen a lot of these guys on the field. Their personalities come out in the rugby field. They just love being part of the process where they facilitate the game between two teams, and they're not doing it for financial gain. Let's be honest, they're doing it because they're passionate, and I'm really proud of them.
Right, so excellent here's there. The referees have got such a good vibe, folks. And if you watch a club rugby game and you see the referee on the field, take my word for it, there is a fantastic rugby gees amongst the referees. Jono, the referees there, of course, receiving their kit all in their jerseys. Very important for us to make sure there's enough referees to make sure the game's going.
Well, certainly so. And also, JP, we need young referees. So, you know, the old ones and the more experienced ones are great and they go off to high honours, but we need youngsters, and we need them learning the game early on. Again, especially on the small little things of the game, and not just importantly the laws, but how to manage a game, how to manage the crowd and all the rest of those things that go with it. But yeah, referees super important for our game. Without them, we can't play the game. So, and it's great to see that they have workshops. It's great to see that they have kit handovers, and it's nice that every now and then they get made to feel a little bit important.
Yeah, well, I think that they really enjoyed the braai after the event. I mean, they worked hard during the day through strategy and through rules and regulations, and of course then did the kit handover from Outsurance, which now of course sees all referees in the country dressed in the same kit and wearing their own logos. But the gees amongst the referees, which we don't often see because you very seldom see referees together like a team. I was very impressed with that.
Yeah. No, well, we won't be privy to that. We always just see the players and we'll have our own camaraderie, and we just believe that the ref is the guy in the middle, and then he gets on and does his thing. He has a little Coke and a drink afterwards, and off he goes to wherever he goes. So it is nice to see that they have a nice camaraderie amongst themselves. And look, of course, hopefully it will grow and it can just make the game better.
Yeah, well, their chair, Joey Salman, is doing a fantastic job at the Western Province Rugby Referee Society. Right, folks, let's take a look at some of the friendly fixtures coming up this weekend. First on the cards, Hamiltons are playing midweek game. In fact, it's tonight, Hamiltons and Stellenbosch. Durbanville against Unimall. That's a Friday night game. And then after that, it's Belleville and Police on Saturday. Rocklands and Gardens, Strand United and Strand. Villages and Hamiltons again. In fact, I think that is a lower league game. Then NTK and Helderberg. Tygerberg and Vineyards, Albions and Young Peoples, and Morningstar and Paarl Rangers. Let's take a look at some of the other fixtures. Franschhoek up against Lower Paarl. Delft and Visanta Kraal. Caledonia's Roses. Kelly's take on Titans, also old friends. Tygerberg Ladies are up against the Gordons Bay Ladies. Peniel Villages and Simondium, you could call that a derby. They're also neighbours. Excelsior and Silvertree. Kailsriver and Roses United. Roses United, of course, travel all the way out of Boland to come and play Kailsriver. Wraithby and Universals take on, or at least Wraithby take on Gordons Bay Pioneers. Stelco up against Foreign, Macassar and Whistling Wheels. The derbies is something that kind of comes naturally at the moment to clubs because there's less travelling. So when you want to get your rugby in, just play against the neighbours. So we end up with a lot of derbies. This is super exciting for clubs and fans.
Yep, it's not far to travel, so costs are very low, and you can still get a nice hit out. And again, it's very well supported. And at the moment, it's also nice that we can have again some spectators. So I just think you're just going to see club rugby just kind of take off once again and just grow from strength to strength.
Jonathan van der Walt, thank you very much for joining us on the show. It's been great to have you here, and we look forward to having you back.
Lekker JP, thank you very much, and we'll see you in the season.
Yeah, absolutely. Right, folks, there we go. Great to have John in the studio. Of course, lots of results and friendlies coming, or at least lots of friendlies coming up then this weekend. We'll see you again next week, same time, same place. Have a fantastic rugby weekend. Bye-bye.